The man behind me may just be the most wanted man in India right now. Amritpal Singh, a radical Sikh preacher who's called for a separate Sikh homeland, has been on the run for 4 days now. Police have accused him of hiding weapons and have been searching for him across the northern state of Punjab. More than 100 of his supporters have already been arrested. And large parts of the state of Punjab are under an internet blackout. For context, nearly 30 million people live in this state. Now, the hunt for Singh has sparked protests well beyond Punjab, all the way to the UK and in the United States. Over the weekend, protesters waving Khalistan flags attempted to pull down the Indian flag at the High Commission in London. British police made one arrest after this incident. The Indian Foreign Ministry in Delhi had this to say.
The UK Deputy High Commissioner was summoned and was, one, demanding an explanation, two, asked the culprits and the perpetrators of what happened at London yesterday to be quickly arrested and prosecuted. We launched a strong protest and also clearly indicated to the British authorities for the need for them to put up adequate security at the UK High Commission.
Adequate security was later demanded for India's consulate in San Francisco, which over the weekend was also attacked by people waving Khalistan flags. Now, the key word here is Khalistan. For more context on it, I'm joined by my colleague Charu Kartikeya in Delhi. Charu, how does Khalistan connect the police search for Amritpal Singh in India with violence outside Indian diplomatic missions abroad?
All right, Biresh. So Khalistan is the idea of a separate nation for the Sikhs. Now, this is an idea that took roots in India, in Punjab, in the 1980s, and it eventually led to a very violent phase of terrorism or militancy in Punjab, in which thousands of people lost their lives. The assassinations, high-profile assassinations of those era include that of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. The Khalistan movement was eventually outlawed in India, but there is a popular sentiment around it which still exists in India and abroad, especially in those countries where Sikh diaspora is settled in large numbers, like US, UK, Canada, Australia, even in Germany for that matter. Now, these attacks that have taken place outside Indian missions in several countries, they were basically demonstrations which culminated into violence. These were by people who sympathize with this Khalistani movement, which is outlawed in India. Amritpal Singh was also, is also one such individual who is associated, who sympathizes with this movement, and he is on the run right now along with several of his supporters. Biresh.
How popular is Amritpal Singh in India?
Well, to be clear, till last year, no one knew who Amritpal Singh was. He had a bit of a presence on social media, and he was in Dubai. But only last year he came to India. He went to Punjab, and he went straight away to the birthplace of Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, who was the face of the Khalistan movement and the militancy of the 1980s. So Amritpal went to Bhindranwale's native village. Then he dressed himself up as Bhindranwale. He started also speaking the language of Bhindranwale, speaking about things like victimization of Sikhs, things like slavery, freedom, saying that Sikh youth should go for baptism and they should fight for the faith. These kind of things attracted a large following. And last month, about 4 weeks ago, several of his supporters stormed a police station in Punjab and in a bid to free several of their aides. And this manhunt which authorities have launched against him is all about that case right now, Biresh.
You talked a bit earlier about the spell of terrorism in the 80s in Punjab. What is the sensitivity in India around Khalistan and this movement?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, Biresh. This militancy of Punjab, it went on for years, and it led to the deaths of tens of thousands of people. The people give various estimates from 30,000 to even 60,000 people are believed to have been killed during this era. High-profile assassinations also took place, which include those of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, former Chief Minister of Punjab, Beyant Singh. Eventually, the Khalistan movement was outlawed. But in Punjab, there's a sentiment around the Khalistan movement still exists. There is a shrine in the name of Bhindranwale inside the Golden Temple of Amritsar as well. Bhindranwale can be seen on several stickers, posters, even t-shirts. It's a part of popular culture in Punjab. But the security agencies, the political establishment is always wary of Khalistan's sentiment, because the people who identify themselves with the Khalistan movement around the world keep organizing campaigns to keep up this, or rather the idea of this movement alive. And often politicians in Punjab are often accused of whipping up this rhetoric around Khalistan to polarize the voters ahead of elections, every time assembly elections or parliamentary elections are around the corner in Punjab. Biresh.
Talking about this latest manhunt, are there fears, Charu, that Punjab could potentially see another spell of terrorism? I mean, you spoke about this continuous sentiment around Khalistan in Punjab.
Very much, Biresh. These fears have been, in fact, been there for a long time. A former Chief Minister of Punjab, who was amongst the tallest leaders of the Congress party there, Captain Amritpal Singh, he used to continuously say that the opposition parties, and he specifically targeted the Aam Aadmi Party, which is in power right now in Punjab, for fomenting Khalistani sentiment in Punjab. Now, obvious links of the Aam Aadmi Party with the Khalistani elements in Punjab could never be proven, and the Aam Aadmi Party is ruling now. But several politicians, whip up this rhetoric, and for the last couple of years especially, many have been talking about a revival of the Khalistani movement. Now, ever since Amritpal Singh came onto the scene and he started dressing up himself as Bhindranwale, then security agencies started taking note suddenly of what is happening in Punjab. Now, many analysts also ask questions as to why was Amritpal Singh, who was in Dubai for the last at least a decade, he was running a family business there, suddenly came to Punjab. Why was he given a gun license by the centre? So several analysts also say that Amritpal Singh is being used by politicians to polarize the electorate in Punjab. But then the Khalistan, the word and the militancy around it make it very difficult and may make people just sit up and take notice.
Charu, we'll leave it there, but thanks so much for bringing us all that context. Charu Karthikeya in Delhi. Thank you.